FYI to everybody, I'm lazy. If you haven't noticed, I have been posting a lot of live streaming content as of late, and not my curated or semi-curated video drops. That again is because I'm lazy and I refrain from doing editing if at all possible. So for the time being, I'm going to be sticking with these streams. Hopefully you guys don't mind. I don't know what my streaming schedule is going to be yet. And I don't know how long I'm going to typically stream for. I have streamed for an hour. I have streamed for 30 minutes. I may have days where I want to stream for uh, just a 10-minute flipping session, and then I may want to go about, doing my evening. So hopefully that's all right with you guys. Hopefully you stick around with me while I do it. But today, what we're going to be talking about is how we flip, how I flip, how you guys flip, how the community flips in general. We can do it any number of ways. You can flip in the comfort of your own home. You can flip in the sidewalk on the way to the bus terminal. You can try to flip through the airport security if you have something like a Squiddy U or a pallet. But at the end of the day, you really can't do flipping wrong, so long as you are doing it for you and enjoying what you're doing. So that's what I'm all about. That's what I'm doing here today, is just flipping the way that I want to, which is live with you guys, hearing your thoughts and sharing mine. So how do you guys like to share your flipping? Tech Flipper, I know that you have been toying around with doing some videos and stuff like that. Do you put any shorts out there, or do you just do your own flipping? You're honestly scared to flip in public, but you usually just doing tricks so that you don't have to think about it a lot. That makes sense. Flipping in public is very, very nerve-wracking for me. Speaking of flipping, let's go ahead and actually start. I don't have very many opportunities to flip in public. I can, pull out my Balisong while I'm walking from point A to point B and start flipping. But more often than not, when I'm not at home, where I'm going from point A to point B is like across the parking lot at the grocery store, or heading into work, something like that. And it feels weird to me to pull a Balisong out at the grocery store, just walking 50 yards across the grocery store, and I've pulled out a Balisong and I'm flipping it across the way, and then get to the door, put it in my pocket and do my grocery shopping. That seems weird to me, so I don't tend to do that. But I suppose I could. Let's see. I want to just wait. I'm just not thrilled about how my flipping looks on camera. It's something I need to get over. Fair. It's totally understandable to, it's kind of like listening to your own voice on camera, or on recording. It can be really, really nerve-wracking, especially if you're not used to it. Yeah, for sure. I wouldn't ever go flipping in a grocery store or anything. Yeah, agreed. Where is the craziest place that you have flipped? I'm very curious. I'm trying to think of the craziest place that I have flipped a Balisong. I don't think I've ever done anything crazy. I may have actually flipped a Balisong at a funeral home once. Yeah, so that's probably the strangest place, in the movie theater parking lot. All right. Oh. All right. But yeah, so I am taking the lazy route, the efficient route, working smarter, not harder. Saw that Z choker, by the way, landed it beautifully. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. The more I've been streaming, and the more I've been mindlessly doing this. I've been watching my streams after I post them, and the more I have been streaming, the more I have been practicing the Z choker mindlessly, and the more I'm noticing that I'm doing it more consistently, which is really cool. It's exciting watching progress like that. Oh, let's see. I was just about to say something and I lost it. Let me think. One of the interesting things, one of the crazy things, talking about fear, being scared to flip in public. One of the things that gets me, I find really interesting, is my fear of, because I've mentioned it before. I'm a pretty shy person. My fear of going live every single time. I don't know how obvious it is in watching any of the streams. I don't know how obvious it is how much I struggle with anxiousness and with my nerves. But like the last stream from yesterday, I want to say when I was watching it, there may have been at least 3 instances where I had a, like, not full blown panic attack, but a sizable panic attack, which almost made me end the stream. Three different occasions, and on each of those times, somebody dropped in the chat. Somebody said something in the chat that just totally saved me, and it's been absolutely amazing. So, I've said it before. I'll say it again. Thank you so much for your dedication in watching my streams and coming along with me when I hit record and start going live, because the interactions that all of you guys are doing in the chat as I'm recording are really, really helpful, not only to keep me engaging and interesting, hopefully, during the streams, but also it's a really good safety net for me, because it keeps me from having a full-blown panic attack and ending the stream exceptionally awkwardly. So thank you for that. Let's see. Nothing is going on in the chat right now. What do I have going on in my notes? We had the audio issue at the beginning, so let's kind of go through what I wanted to cover at the beginning. Did I cover all of it? We got my public service announcement. We got my streaming versus longer form content. Yesterday, I was talking about potentially uploading to, or not uploading, potentially live streaming on Twitch, but I didn't end up trying it this morning. I still don't know how Twitch works from a content perspective. Just unsure. I don't know. Maybe I'll put a poll out there. It seems kind of backwards to put a poll on YouTube asking if I should stream on a platform that isn't YouTube. But we'll see. We'll one of these days I'll give it a try on Twitch. But very much like my YouTube streaming, it's a nervousness thing. It's a fear of what'll happen. So let's see. No worries, lagging in the chat. It is not an issue. I don't understand what. Let's see. Nothing to worry about. It wasn't very noticeable to me, really, but I also deal with anxiety like that, so I can completely understand. Thank you. I appreciate that. I think it's something that everybody deals with, but everybody deals with it their own way. The way I deal with it is, man, how do I deal with it? Other than just panic. panic and running away, turning the camera off, logging off, taking a nap, not looking at notifications, pretending like I don't exist anymore. But the interesting thing is, anytime so far, anytime I've had, because I've had a couple poor interactions with people in the community when I'm putting my stuff out there, um, but but for the most part, the feedback that I tend to get, oh, you're gaming and watching, awesome. What are you playing? The feedback that I tend to get from people on my content, especially when it's something that I think is cringy, the feedback that I've gotten thus far has been pretty positive, pretty optimistic. Anytime I have had an experience that has left me feeling embarrassed, um, it has been very the feedback that I've gotten from the community has been very supportive, which is really really great. Like I said, the stream that I did yesterday was probably, if I had to rank all of my videos and all of my streams, I would say yesterday's stream was probably my best, probably the most entertaining for me because I had so many people come on. We had Samuel there, we had Can't Flip for Ship there, we had Tech Flipper there, we had IDK Balisong there, we had I know there were others that I'm forgetting, but we had so many people there. It was so collaborative. While I was doing the talking, you guys were all engaged in the chat, and being engaged in the chat while I was struggling and while I was having my panic attacks. You guys were just right there along for the ride. Chiming in on the chiming in the chat, helping me get out of my own head and giving me something to talk about. So I appreciate it. There are some bad apples, but that's all right. There are bad apples everywhere. A couple bad apples can't spoil the cart. Your brother deals with terrible panic attacks, so empathetic towards that. That's cool of you to be empathetic. Sorry to hear that your brother deals with panic attacks. That is a shame. But like I said, it happens to the best of us at different levels. But that's one thing that I can talk about. Maybe not in today's video, just because I want to give it a little bit more thought. Make sure I have some actual talking points on it. But one thing that I can talk about on the streams a bit is mental health and how because I'm doing the whole not positive thinking thing, but positive talk. And one aspect of positive talk could be mental health and maybe how flipping and engaging with the community can have a positive or a negative impact on one's mental health. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about that? Also, what do you guys think? Here's one for you. It came up yesterday a couple times. What do you guys think about the potential of me doing a streaming collaboration? Not necessarily with anyone in particular, but just the idea of me collaborating on stream with somebody else. I ask for a couple of reasons. Number one, I really enjoy streaming, and I really enjoy this dialogue. Right now, the dialogue is between me audibly and the chat, which is great. It'd be interesting to see how the dynamic would go between me and someone else via audible dialogue. So I'm curious what you guys would think about that. Number one, me bouncing ideas and dialogue against someone else. But number two, obviously I don't do head-mounted content. I don't have the flipping qualities that are conducive of putting my camera on my head and doing that. So pairing me up with head mounted content might be a difficult combo. What do you guys think? Hey, you did see this at the right time, Sam. What's going on? Let's see. Yeah, I just got how tough it can be dealing with anxiety and having people be really rude when you're trying to put yourself out there. Very true. That's honestly, that's one of the reasons why I'm comfortable doing the live streaming on YouTube because it seems much more um, community driven, whereas Twitch seems like you're just putting yourself more out there for the world as opposed to live streaming on YouTube. It makes it feel like you're putting yourself out there for the community to come and participate if they want to. So for me, that's why I've been sticking with YouTube thus far. But I really am interested in trying Twitch. I keep saying it. I keep toying around with the idea, but really it is a matter of fear. That's what it boils down to for me. Very well spoken. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Samuel. All right. Man, let's see. What are we going to talk about? Probably would give you some room to feel like you don't have to constantly fill the silence. Yeah, that is true. The funny thing is, as far as filling the silence, and as far as these streams go, during the streams, I'm constantly worried that there is so much silence that people are going to start dropping, that the stream is going to be boring, something like that. So I really get in my head and I really psych myself out over how the stream is going, how the interactions are working, whether people are enjoying it or not. And then again, after the stream, I watch it to see how cringy it was and whether or not I was going to have to delete it. If you watch yesterday's stream, you'll see I even said during the stream very clearly I'm going to end up having to delete this one because it went so bad. But I haven't been because it's worse in my head than it actually is what I've come to the conclusion of. But on the other hand, I have to be okay with the fact that every now and then there is going to be silence. It's all right for me to flip for 10 seconds, 15 seconds here or there without anything but the clickety clack of the Balisong. What's going on, IDK? How we doing? Let's see. From your experience, people don't instantly leave as long as it's not silent for too long. It doesn't feel extremely awkward when it's silent, though. Good. Or it does feel, yes. As the person in front of the camera, Samuel, and I know that you can understand it because you do it all the time. As the person in front of the camera, when you have finished your statement and you haven't figured out what you're going to say next, it is exceptionally nerve-wracking. But you guys are really great as far as toughing it out with me and keeping it going in the chat. It's awesome. I get it. LOL. Don't even worry about it. Thank you, Tech Flipper. I appreciate it. So Samuel, Tech Flipper, and IDK, what are we doing today? Are we flipping? I know some people have been down and out, feeling sick. What's going on, Youngblood? I know some people have been down and out this weekend. Trying to get over some sickness. Youngblood, how's the finger? I know that you got the finger with the cracking the other day. Hopefully you're doing all right and flipping is at 100%. All right. We got some streamers in the chat. Youngblood, Samuel, both of you guys are streaming goats. I appreciate it. Going good. Good. Just a bit sore when you get it. It is. All right. So today we've covered a couple different topics, but my main one that I'm covering is how everybody flips. I have been, as you guys have been seeing, and as you're watching right now, I have been live streaming. That's where it's at for me. I do not. I have tried my hand at editing. I know how to do it in theory, and I have the greatest respect for those that edit their videos. Like Grimm's video is great. Who's another one that has been doing great work with their editing lately? Balisong is really good with their edits as well. For me though, while I can understand the idea of a solid edit, I don't have the patience to do it. So for me, it's so much more enjoyable and entertaining to just hit record and start going live, and then later I watch through these, see if I had any solid tricks that I landed, or see if I covered any topics or any discussion points that I feel might be worth highlighting. And that's what I've been grabbing my content from, and it's been working out for me. But everybody's different. Some people want to be out there for the community, putting tutorials out there. Some people are out there trying to put their thoughts and opinions on lifestyle or travel. Me, it's Balisongs and positive thinking. Everybody's doing something different. Did I get the Z choker yet? I have landed it a couple of times. I did get it yesterday on the stream and posted my short of that, so I appreciate it. If you constantly stream vertically, it puts in thousands of views. Interestingly, there is a setting. There is a setting. I don't know if it's new or not within YouTube that will allow for you to stream horizontally and have it do a vertical option. So I may end up trying that. I'm not sure. Let's see. Flipping clips and streams are kind of what I like because I'm not really doing YouTube for everyone else. It's for me doing what I like. Nice. Youngblood, I can appreciate that. That is my thought too. Do it for you. Don't do it for everybody else. Samuel, Bally Stands is so peak. Agreed. You actually have a collab stream with Bally Stands tomorrow afternoon. That is awesome. I was just talking on yesterday's stream about how I would absolutely love to see Bally Stands do a stream because he is so funny. He is so engaging and entertaining. So I'm definitely gonna be tuning into that because that's gonna be really fun. Let's see. Youngblood, you and your made a second qualifying last round today. All right. So you did good in your tourney yesterday. That's awesome. Tech Flipper. By the way, somebody told you back in the day it helps when learning new tricks are great for learning, but I think watching slow-mos are the best way until you understand new tricks. Slow-mos are helpful. Slow-mos are peak. All right. Cool. I keep talking. I keep stopping my flipping. Yeah. So Sam, you're knocking it out of the park with the live streams. I will have to try vertical live stream though. Maybe on the next one I'll try it, or like I said, I'll try turning on that setting to see if I might be able to have it do both at the same time. But you think right now, I think the most views I've had, I don't know why I'm trying that with the UFO. It doesn't work. I think the most views I've had on stream are probably like 7 or 8. So it'll be interesting when I try the vertical. If all of a sudden I have 25 views, it'll unequivocally be due to the vertical streaming. Let's see. Youngblood, it's hard to teach people a trick when you're so used to doing it fast. That is true. Um, do you guys what do you guys prefer as far as flipping style is concerned? Not your own, but what do you like to watch? Because I have been noticing a lot of people uh, seem to try to get their combos down as fast as they possibly can. But what I have found interesting is that when I watch people who flip really slowly, especially fingertip flippers. Like one of the ways that Pez flips sometimes in some of his videos is really slow fingertip tech flipping, and I love it. I absolutely. I mean, I'll take over that fast all over the place stuff. I'll take somebody who's smoothly going through something that I can see everything that they're doing. Um, any day of the week. That's my preference is flow uh, flowy tech based sparked flips is amazing as far as his flowy fingertip flipping. The way that Spark Flips does his flipping makes it look like he is not even trying. It is the most effortless flipping, just like Pez. Again, what it boils down to for me is when I see people who are flipping with the Bally on their fingertips and they're going just super slow and very methodical through each of the steps of the combo. It's just hands down, it's a thing of beauty. It is a thing of beauty. All right. You don't enjoy fast flipping, to be honest. Flowy is the way. Agreed. Agreed. Flowy is the way. But tech flipper, you're a tech flipper. So, I mean, are there very many fast tech flippers out there? I haven't. Most tech flipping I see is very slow and flowy. Who are the tech flippers I've seen out there? You got Old Bap. You have Satch. Has been putting out some, and for the life of me, I can't find Satch's channel anymore. I was subscribed to him. I can't find Satch on my subs. I can't find Satch when I search, but Satch I know has been doing tech flipping and putting out some beginner tutorials. Pez does tech flip. Let's see, Mystic and Arrow Blade are two of your favorites. All right, cool. Again, I mean, I start all the streams out. Oh, that might be something that I'm going to have to go over again because my audio failed me at the beginning. I start all my streams out telling you guys who I've been watching, who I've been subscribing to, just to make sure that other people's content is getting out there. So the people that I've been watching, the people that I've recently stumbled across are Pizza Weapons, Pizza. Hold on, guys. Technical difficulties. All right, we are back. Sorry about that. All right, lost you there for a minute. Okay, so where I was at there, I was kind of covering at the beginning of the stream. I was having a mic issue. So at the beginning of the stream, I was doing a little bit of intro stuff, and nobody caught it. So at the beginning of each of my streams, I'm letting you all know who I'm watching, who I'm paying attention to, what's going on in my YouTube feed. Because one of the things that I've noticed is when I search for Balisong content, I don't find a whole lot. I don't find very much that I haven't already stumbled across myself. So finding new things seems difficult for me. And I'm not sure if everybody else experiences the same thing, or maybe I'm the only person on the internet who's actively seeking out Balisong content. But one of the things I want to make sure I cover in my stream is letting everybody know who I'm finding and who I see putting stuff out there, so that in case those people aren't coming across your guys's streams, you're still aware of it and you can seek it out yourself. So Who I have been stumbled across. One YouTuber I just found this morning that's been putting out some Balisong YouTube content is Pizza Weapons, Pizza Weapons. Just put out a video on Kraken a couple of days ago. And then who else? Significant Donut just did a first impressions on the Crescent. And then, interestingly, I myself just got called out by Hamster yesterday, or maybe this morning. This morning, I just got called out by Hamster to do a short, which I'm not going to try to do on the stream. But Hamster posted a short asking me if I can figure out the Z choker to thumb rollover, I think it was. You found a Bally YouTuber yesterday who you got recommended, and they've been flipping for 10 years. Really? Yeah. It's crazy how you can have people that have been putting stuff out there. I mean, I'm stumbling across people that I think are new, and lo and behold, I find that they posted the video 8 years ago, and their last video was from 4 years ago, saying, I just turned 18 and I'm out of the hobby. So it is actually really interesting trying to find new Balisong content creators and stumbling across the ones that have been doing it for 8 years, and you just didn't even know that they were out there. Do you watch Can't Flip for Ship? Yes, I do. Can't Flip for Ship actually just dropped into my stream yesterday. If you watch my stream from yesterday evening, Can't Flip dropped in at the end of it. It was great. He is a really, really cool guy. Yes, I am a big fan of Can't Flip for Ship. All right. I think this is going to be it for today. Well, at least for this stream. I might stream a little bit later on today. I might actually. Let me go through. You got a tip. Do the resetting the stream. If you specifically want to get better, recommend not learning new tricks until you master the old ones. Is that the tip that you're suggesting? Yeah. Okay. Yep. Honestly, that is what I do. That's why I'm not working on 15 or 20 different things right now. Why I'm really just drilling the Z choker, is because until I can get the Z choker consistently, confidently, I'm gonna keep trying that, and then I'll start moving on to the next one. But with that, I'm gonna call it. I'm going to end today's stream, or this one at least. I might hop on later on today. I might try a Twitch stream this afternoon. We'll see one way or the other. But again, IDK, thanks for being here. Tech Flipper, if you're still around, thank you. Thanks, Sam, for Samuel for dropping in the chat. Who else did we have? Youngblood, always. Thank you for being around. Anybody who is coming in, dropping by, taking a look, saying hi, I appreciate it. Tune in for the next one. Until then, thanks, everybody. Had a great time. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you, Tech Flipper. You too. Everybody have a great rest of your day. Enjoy what's left of the weekend. Love you.